Hi there and welcome. Vince here of vinceprep.com discussing the Columbia admissions interview for Columbia Business School. I've been helping people prepare for Columbia alumni interviews for more than 10 years, and here are 3 quick tips that I think will help you with your preparation. The first one is prepare early and prepare often. You can see on my website I have what I call the mirror method. Right after you submit your Columbia application, a day or 2 later, as soon as you recover, start preparing for the interview. If you're applying early, July, August, September, in ED round, early decision round, the interview invitation can come within 2 weeks. If you apply later, more like December, closer to the peak time in January, it might take a month or more. Either way, you want to be ready as soon as the interview invitation comes, because here's tip number 2. They're going to give you the names of 3 what they call ambassadors. That means Columbia Business School alumni. Of those 3, you need to pick one. You want to make that decision quickly. You always want to show Columbia that you have a high level of interest. Their rolling admissions process is a total game changer. It's completely different than any of the other top schools that don't use rolling admissions. So time is always of the essence in showing to Columbia that you're really excited. New York is a fast-paced place, and you want to show that you fit in with that culture and you're ready to take decisive action, choosing the best the best interviewer. So who should you choose? And this is my 3rd tip. Basically, I think opposites attract. You want to choose someone who is different from you. So that means if you're a woman, you might choose a man, or vice versa. You also might want to choose based on industry. If you're in finance, choose a consultant, etc. And finally, on function. If you're in a back or middle office, choose someone in the front office who's more client-facing, doing sales, and vice versa. The reason for this basically is there's one negative reason and there's one positive reason. Negatively, you want to avoid risk. Subconsciously, we tend to compete with people. There's studies out there, you can find the research with a good web search. Basically, we tend to like people who we think we are better than. So there's always this jockeying of position. Am I better than you? Are you better than me? Someone who's exactly in your industry is more likely to judge you unfairly. They're likely to look at things the admissions office might not care about. I've even had cases where clients interviewed with someone in their same industry, and that person, at the end of the interview, off the record, asked if the other person's company was hiring, like starting to look for a job. It's just inappropriate, and there's no quality control with alumni interviewers. So avoid that kind of risky situation where someone is going to start competing with you unfairly in areas that are not important to the school. On the positive side, think about it in a more positive sense. One of the reasons I assume that you want to go to Columbia Business School is to get out of your small world and get into a much bigger world. Meet all kinds of different people in terms of industry or function or cultural background, etc. Someone like that is a good interviewer for you because they're naturally curious. How does it really work in your industry? What's really going on? What's a typical day like for you? And they're more naturally curious about the answer because they actually don't know. Last thing I'll leave you with is just an example from my experience. I got a degree in design for media design for learning at NYU. I got into Columbia. I used to work at Columbia. I could have gone to Columbia Teachers College for free. I wanted to go to NYU. I also got into Harvard Graduate School of Education. I wanted to go to NYU because I wanted to be around practitioners. NYU's program is very hands-on, very practical. And I got exactly what I wanted. My best friend at NYU was a filmmaker, Academy Award nominated for a film that he was assistant director for. And I'm a classroom teacher, an award-winning classroom teacher. I got a state-level award when I was teaching middle school history. So it was a natural fit. I needed to learn about filmmaking and how to tell stories visually using technology and video and film. Still learning, as you can see, my videos are pretty simple. And he's never been a classroom teacher the way I had been, full-time teaching kids day in, day out, with good results to show for it. So it was a natural affinity. It was a great professional relationship. It's something it's a friendship that still is highly valuable to me today. So that's the kind of person you want to choose in your interview, because you're likely to have much better experience learning from each other in the interview, just like you want to learn from such people at MBA. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time and attention. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want the latest videos. As soon as I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. Best of luck with your interview. Practice hard. Do your best. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.